Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Take you that way and you're going to go that way. So I've got 178 of these that I am going to run all the way along. Like that. Up there, and I suspect that I don't have anywhere near enough. There's 100 altogether still to go. You know, I might... 65 left. I may have enough to actually... Yes, excellent. Right, I've been able to replace every single one all the way up through there. That is fan-schmastic. And then I can go into here and I can get my boilers, wherever they are. They're here somewhere. Seriously, where are the boilers? Angel's power. If you mouse over them, they flash at you. There they are. They're right in the middle. And then we go over this side and we run up through here. We drop in 10 boilers up through there. And then I'll go along the top over this side. I'll connect that side there, I will connect that side there, and then I will run down here, and I will connect these up as well, like that. There. Perfect. I've now got all of them connected in, and we've got a much faster, we've got a potential 41 megawatts that we can produce out on here. I've got a faster set of belts running the coal into them, and they are going to use it. So we're also going to want to get some more mining drills set up so that we can extract more coal. Now, just for a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that one there, and I'm going to pop a mining drill down here, and I'm going to pop one down there so that we can clear that end of it. I'll then put that one and that one there like that. Then I will come along this side, and I will add a couple more onto the end of this belt. Here, like this. 1, 2, 3, out onto there. I need another one out on each side on here. I don't need one up there, but there is a little bit there that I need, so I'll put both of them down, and they can help extract all of the rest of the coal. And that's going to help just keep these belts stuffed full, which would be a good thing. I'll drop that one in on there. You can go there and there. So I've now got more of these running. That's going to just help to keep that coal belt completely stuffed full, which is always a bonus for us. I could probably do with stuffing that full even further, but we'll deal with that in a moment. I've now got my electronics one. Can I use this down on here? Ooh. Right, I can, but the problem that I've got is that I've got Angel's blocks, I can make electronics blocks, and I can make electronics block 0. I can do anything electronic in here, and I can use those, but what I can't do is replace those in there. I don't have that as an option. I am not allowed to do that, but what I could do is I could use the electronics ones in here to make this system that I've got in here more compact and allow a bigger throughput, and it would actually be faster. It just means that I've got to, once again, move all the belts and squash everything up a bit in order to get it to all fit. And my problem at the moment is that I don't have enough ingredients coming in. And it's mostly down to these, because I don't have enough paper. So overall, we're able to produce things at a pretty high rate in there without me having to worry about it too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't need this coal line coming in here at all. That one can now be removed. I've got the coal line coming off that side. Right, you can go. Ooh. Ooh. No, actually that one can go there. Copy that and put it onto there like that. Take that out. And that out. And then just lift those items up out of the way. Get rid of a couple of these belts. Bring that one round and up onto there. And I've just got that straight loop going around there, taking the coal in on this side. That's going to run that coal over here. And that runs it down that way, and it's used in there. And I don't need it out on this side anymore. If I just sit there, extract that, I can remove the coal that is on the line down here, because I don't have it going any further than there. So that one can go. And I can put that in instead. Then I want to run over here, and I am using these, those right there. I'm using them up. So I got 22 of them on me. I just want to get rid of them so I'm not carrying too much stuff around. And then we go in here, and we remove this belt completely. That coal is no longer going to be needed. By removing the last of the burners in this side, we can remove all of this as well. That one all the way down through there like that. And then I'll stand here. I want to go a little bit. There we go. Right. And then run up there and pick up all of that coal. Right, that's all gone now. Actually, I got to get rid of this belt as well. Right, which means I've also got to get rid of you and pick up that coal. Like that, and you. Yeah, we got to get rid of all of this. And that one. And pick that bit up. Okay. Then I want to get rid of these inserters. Like that. The power lines can probably stay where they are for a minute. So next up, I want to get as many of these in here as I can. I will start there. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's put that one along. I moved that because we had a chest in here previously. That doesn't actually matter what side that goes on, so I can just let that sit up on there, and I can move that out of the way like that. That's gone. And then I can put another one of these in here so that I've got 5 of those. I think I had 6 of them previously, so we're doing pretty good with that, I would say. This here, I need, no, not cellulose pulp. I need to make the alginic acid in here. So then we copy, no, shift click. I did control click. Shift click, and then shift right click. Shift left click to place them all in the right place. And now we put these in place. That one is in the wrong spot because I want these to go in the center location like that. So then I will put you and you up there. Right, that's that bit done. And then I can go onto this side and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like that. And I can put power line, power line, power line here. And then I can take a belt over 1 and move that up there like that. So then I've got the alginic acid, which will come out through, start being made in here. Look at that. So we have 10 of those going into there. Is it going to make, is it going to get the other 10 algae on board before it does? It easily does. It gets all of those built before the next 10 are produced on here. This is the time-consuming bit, and this is also the bit, this is where we have the problem. This is where the balance is hard to achieve sometimes, because we've got to have enough brown algae coming through to be able to make enough of these that then run all the way up here so that we can have the pulp being made. There they go. Right, so how many of them do I need in here? 5 alginic acid, and then have a 4-second crafting time to make the 20 cellulose pulp. 4 seconds on 5 alginic acid, and over here I'm making 2 alginic acid in 10 seconds. So I'm making, it's taking me 30 seconds to create 1 load for this. 30 seconds to create 1 load. It's actually taking 1 full minute to do 2 lots. And it's taking 8 seconds to use that up on here. I didn't need 3 of those. I actually need to double those up, and I need more brown algae coming in. That's what we need. I need double that up, and I need a lot more brown algae. I've got some brown algae coming in on these. But I do actually need more than I'm making right now so that I can make a lot more paper so that I can keep pushing these through. That's going to be our biggest thing. And it's this that uses paper. These ones right here. And those, I could turn those around into the smaller electronics machines. But just for now, we're going to change you over. We're trying to achieve this balance. And a lot of these seem to be just stood doing nothing and not actually working at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow that one to empty out. I'm going to remove the water from there. Not bring in water in. And I'm going to do the saline solution instead. We're going to change this recipe over. I'm not even going to allow that one to finish. I'm just going to change the recipe right now. We're going to go with brown algae here. So saline water is going to be coming into there. And I'm going to turn that belt there, so it's just going to side feed into there, and that's going to go over and feed into there. So I've then got 2 of these that are going to be working instead of just the one. Let me get rid of that one over there. There's nothing I hate worse than having an odd number of pipe to ground or an odd number of underground belts. That's one of the reasons, like, I've had it suggested to me by a few people that I should use underground belts going against the belts, because then I can, like, pull the, just half of the stuff off of them. The reason I don't is because I can't stand the idea of having an odd number of underground belts. They're supposed to be in pairs. They're all supposed to be in pairs together. It doesn't work if you don't have them in pairs. It's just wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. It's absolutely should not be allowed. Right, we'll dump that into there. You are now up and running with saline solution, and you're now pumping out massive amounts of brown algae. 40 per time. 30-second crafting time on that bad boy. What is the crafting time on this one? Except that it's a crafting speed of 0.5, so it's much slower than what it first appears. But it's working. That is the important thing here, is it is working. And we're going to have more brown algae, which means that we have more of these going through, which actually, those are... those seem to be running alright. I think my biggest problem here is getting the paper produced. Like, one of my big issues here does actually seem to be not enough paper coming out. That is one of the problems. Like, these are not converting this fast enough. I mean, yes, admittedly, I don't... like, that one there is now going to be paused for a moment, and that's going to slow down the production of this stuff down here. So we need to expand that out. What I actually need to do is I want to lift a little bit of that up, and we'll take it up here. Well, I suppose I don't need to lift anything, do I? I'll lift a couple. I'll take that one out. That one, you can come out. And we'll get rid of that bit there, just for a second. And then we'll cut you off there. Move this belt back over here a bit, like that. And then I'm going to take that one and back one more. You're going to go there, and I'm going to run up that way. And then I'm going to go over here. Yeah, I'll leave that one there like that, and then I'm going to come over this way. That one's going to go up by a little bit. No, it's going to go up by one more. I'll end up moving this, because it's going to be on the coal. And I don't really like the idea of putting it onto the coal, but for now, it can go on here so that we can just produce a lot more of this stuff. So what I need to do now is this will go up here. I'll remove that one. That's going to go in a straight line up there. And then I'm going to pull a splitter on this one. From there. I'm going to do an underground belt here. And that one's going to run out to that point. Like that. So this belt here will go up and in. And then this one will go along there over to that point. So that we're now feeding everything through, and then you are going to come down there, and you're feeding in the last bit. So we're splitting those evenly between all of these factory units. And then I need an outfeed belt. So that one is going to go up there. That's going to run along that way. We're going to bring you down here like this. It's going to go up that way, over to there, and that's going to run down into that point there. We remove those belts, and then take outfeed, outfeed, outfeed. We'll go in, and in on there. And then we can do the same over here. In, and in. And then we can go out, out, and out on there. And then I can put... that one can go up there, and... I was going to try and do this fancy, but fancy didn't work very well. So we'll do that over there, and you can go in there. Okay, everything's in there. Over here, copy that one. Paste those in there. Paste those in there. Excellent. So we've gone from... I got rid of 2 of them. We've added in another 4 paper factories on here. So we've increased the paper round. And I got 2 of these now whacking out the brown algae. I'm still not sure if that's going to be entirely enough. I'm hoping it will be. Time that comes up through here, we're clearing the brown algae out of the lines over this side fairly effectively. The only sort of choke point really is over here. And that is actually choked up by quite a bit, because it chokes all the way back over to this side. I've just got that little bit of brown algae on there. It's not allowing me to run anywhere with it, but there isn't anything I can do with that. That's just going to have to sit there. And that's because of the cellulose fiber. So I'm wondering if I need to go with another one of these, switch over to brown algae as well. Because I want paper to be mass-produced as rapidly as possible. It doesn't matter if we have it coming out on both sides over on here. That's actually not going to hurt. Why is it coming out on both sides? If I... Oh! It's just because those are on... Yeah, they're on different sides of the thingy over there. Right, that's fine. So now what I want to do is I want to speed this up a bit then, don't I? So if I can put you out here, and you to there, and then I put the splitter there, going faster as well. And then I'd like that one to go faster, so I'll build up a few extra... no, I won't. Ah. Well, there's a slight problem there. I went and ditched all of my tin. I've got nothing that I can... Ooh, I know what I can do. If you have a look in here, we have a look at our logistics network. I've got the whole lot covered. And I've got 728 belts in there. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come out this side with our upgrade planner. I can go out over to this bit, and I can upgrade plan everything in the electronics section. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade plan over to there, and I'm going to upgrade plan those bits right the way out over there as well. So we'll do those first. Now, next on the list, fluid control. I can upgrade that one. Most of these here are still using the items that we're using previously. Wood processing, green algae production boosts that up by quite a bit. Cement comes into it, gets this quite a handy thing. Advanced lead smelting, basic chemistry. Have we done advanced... No, there's advanced tin smelting right there. I'm going to take that one. Advanced tin smelting. The advanced smeltings, they are all quite handy things to have. If I look there... 0 of 100 construction bots. I've got 100 construction bots on their way over. There they go. They're on their way over, and they're going to be working hard. And then I've got, in this network here, I've got 35 construction bots, and on me, I'm carrying 5. So I got 40 bots in that network up there. And that's working perfectly. No issues with that bit. Really what I want to do is I want to speed this up. I need to get more bobmonium so we get more tin. Yeah, it's amazing how much tin you end up using. But anyway, we've done that. We've done a little bit of speeding up on here, which means that ultimately we are going to get more of these being produced, which is what that was our end goal for all of that nonsense in there. I think that we would be better off if we were to get rid of a little bit. We'll change another one of these over. That's what we're going to do right here. So that one there is still shoveling out the last of the green algae. And then finish shoveling out the last of the green algae, and then I will turn this one over. I'm going to set you to doing that one like that. Can't mix fluids, of course. I got to get rid of those. Then I can go in here and I can select brown algae. That belt there can just turn and go in onto that one up there. And all I got to do is lift those two and put them down there and drop that one in there. So I've got 3 lots of brown algae now that are being produced. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 lots of green algae being produced in here. That's absolutely fine and wonderful and amazing. Down in here, we've got the clarifier. That is busy getting rid of the purified water that we're getting out of here. We're getting 20 saline to 100 purified water. Now, we don't need purified water at the moment. And I don't really have much in the way of fluids anyway. I got small inline storage tank. That one has a volume of 2,500. It's pitifully small. It's not really going to benefit us in any way, but it'll be something that we're going to want later. As with so many of these things, it's something we're going to want later. Right, I got 120. I need to ditch some of this stuff now. So let's go to you first. Ditch 121 brown algae in there. So if I look up through this list, you've got nothing. You've now got nothing. You've got 11, and you're now working on your last one. And then I got a line of algae coming in. I'm wondering if I should get some more of these. Whether it would be a good idea to have a few more of them running. We'll see. At the moment, I don't think I need it. But you never know. We might be glad of that, so that I can make, yeah. It's the paper production that is really slowing us down. That's on all of this, the slow point is paper production. But I'm not going to be able to produce paper until I can get more of these being made. Again, it's all slowing us down. At least these are running. That's the important thing right now. At least they're running, and the robots are coming out. They're getting here. They're speeding stuff up. So we'll leave all of them as they are. We've got plenty of brown algae going out through. I'm hoping it's going to be enough. Whether it actually will be or not, I don't really know. There's a couple of things that I want to do next. We've got the upgrades working across the base. I've now got more tin and lead being produced. That's sort of being dealt with. I do want to go into the exploration a little bit and do some radars like that. And I just want to walk out a little bit on some more of the island just to see what we've got here. We're going to need to be thinking about, at some point, wood production and stuff like that. So there's one thing that I want to do up here first. I'm going to go up this way, run up through here, and all the way up through here. And it's a new radar that I want to put down here, because we weren't covering this area with radar power at the moment. So if I go all the way up to this corner right here, and I will drop a radar down there, and then I'm going to run some power line from there back down this way. And I'm going to put that one into there. Then I want to go over here, and I just want to make sure that I've got 2 lots of power going up onto this bit. There, and now I'm out of power lines. So we can go into Angel's Power in here. And I can make myself another 100 of those or so. Something like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a walk out down this side, so that we can uncover a little bit there. That's Rubite over there. I've got aliens here. They've actually expanded to that little point. That's as far as I can reach, though, at the moment. So the aliens are starting to expand. These are getting bigger. And they're doing this all over, and they will. They will keep expanding, and they will cover these islands, and we will have ridiculous amounts of aliens all over the place. And you will understand, like, I've got aliens, strong, powerful, fast expanding. I did not hold back on them. You'll understand why you got to plan your map a little bit. Like, you'd really, really struggle to be able to fight them off under normal circumstances. So what you want to do is you want to be able to have your aliens well away from you and be able to build up to that long-range bombardment bit before you even attempt to go and take on any of them. Because if you don't, you do end up in trouble. I speak from experience. I ended up having to delete my first ever playthrough because it just didn't work out. And yes, there are ways to do it. There are much better players than me. There are people who are able to strategize far better than I can. I'm not a strategist. I am rather inferior when it comes to figuring stuff like that out. So when it comes to the aliens, my approach is the further away I am, the better. If they can't actually hit me, then I feel that we're making some progress. That's my general approach to aliens, is just stay a long way away from them. And if you think that you are perhaps far enough away, make sure there's a big expanse of water between you and them as well. And then maybe, just maybe, you are somewhere approaching a safe point. But until you've done that, until you've got water and other things. See, right there. That didn't connect. I wish it would sometimes. Why are you not connecting? You're putting down just a little bit too far away. This is forcing me to use extra ones. I don't want to be using extra ones. Right. Let's try it again. Getting through the forest is not easy. I'll have to move these around a bit later. Probably. But if we can run up through here like this, I can then go and connect in that one. And we've got a little bit out down to here, but we still haven't got enough to be able to go and actually see any of the aliens. So there's another thing that I want to be able to do. I don't think I can make them yet. Water treatment. Ooh, yes, I can. Ah. Now we're talking. There's something that I want to make. I've been wanting to make these for a little bit. You need a seafloor pump. That's the first one. You know, I'm thinking maybe we should make some fluid boxes because I need loads of them for this. I need 5 of those washing plants. 1, 2, right there. Why can't I make any more production blocks? Right. I need to get some production blocks to be able to make those. And it's the fluid boxes that we've got the most problem with. But we can deal with that. That's not going to be any major kind of hardship. And if I go and look in here, I can now start using some fast belts instead of slow belts. If I jump that up a little bit like that, make sure that I've got plenty for me. I got 600 of the slow ones, which I'll bring those over and I'll dump them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just keep 200 of them on me for a minute. And I'll dump those splitters as well. Don't need to be carting them around. That'll do for a minute. We'll leave that for a minute. So what it's going to do is it's going to dump everything out onto this line, and some of the stuff is going to be... Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.